All right, people, welcome again to MG Sports TV. And we have a very interesting, extremely interesting topic to discuss. Um, no, I know a lot of persons don't really know what's going on, but I'm going to give you the download on what's happening in the schoolboy football realm at this present moment. I don't know everything. Let me tell you from now, I do not know everything. I cannot count for what I have seen, what I have heard about, and what is in my space. So them say watch my space. That's what I can account for. But specifically tonight, we will be discussing the Mona Manning Cup team. We have discussed quite a few teams already. We have discussed Clarendon College. We have discussed a lot of teams. This is actually the first. I think this is the first I am touching on the Mona team. I think this is the first I'm touching on the Mona team. And I want to really debunk a narrative that is going around at this present moment about the Mona team. I'm going to debunk that. It's going to, people, it's very interesting. I'm going to debunk that. I'm going to shed some light on it and let you guys understand what is happening in this space so you guys can get a better idea of what's really happening and how things are going, specifically with the Mona team. I am not in the team, I'm not in the camp, but if you're smart, put 1 plus 1 and you get a 2. If you're not smart like me, 2 plus 3 equal 3. 2 plus 3 equals 6. Yeah, that's me. But before we get into that details though, I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that like button. People, please, it helps us with the YouTube algorithm in hitting the like button. If you're here for the first time, if you don't like this show, you don't have to hit the like button. You don't have to subscribe, but hit the like button. If you don't even like the show, you don't have to subscribe. But certainly, if you enjoy the show and you want to see more like this, you want to come again, hit that subscribe button so you get the notification and turn on your notification bell so you get the notification when we go live. Big up people, and you don't know, say, this is the season of football, schoolboy football. I know some love it. But you know some love it, people. So big up, my respect to you guys. So what is happening with the Mona team? We're going to get straight to that. People in the comment section, MW Concept said the logical explanation is that couple people on trial overseas and will be back, but I'm happy for the score Georges gave them. I think George gave them one. Is it 9 or 10? Correct me people, this is 9 or 10, I can't remember. Defenders forever said, Craig Butler said, are the U15 boys and play? True. Defenders forever said, and the squad overseas are play friendly matches. And Raskelly Big Up said 4. Alright, so the first narrative that I'm going to debunk is the squad overseas preparing for, okay, so it's actually 9. The first narrative I'm going to debunk is the squad overseas preparing or doing their preseason in Europe. That is the first narrative I'm going to debunk. No, let me tell you that. Alright, you know what, I'm going to leave that for last. I'm going to leave that for last because that's going to take a lengthy explanation. I'm going to leave that for last. What I'm going to touch on is the U15 team, the U16 and U14 team representing Mona, and specifically, they don't really have, most of the games that they have played, there's no coach around the team to help the team throughout these games. Because when I did watch the unit, or the players, the U16 and the 14, they do have some quality players in it. They do have some very good players in it. Unfortunately, they weren't under any level of guidance. People guiding them through the game, helping them, just reiterating the coach's instruction. These aspects of football, they did not necessarily have that. So that's one area that you're short on. Now, the quality is there. You can see the quality is there in the U16 team. Unfortunately, the quality was not good enough to go up against one of the top Dakota Cup team in Central, and also one of the top Manning Cup teams in St. George's College. So Central, who finished second last season in the Dakota Cup, and George's, who came like roughly around, I think they went to quarterfinals. So they did not have that quality to match up to them. But you can see that quality was there. Now, unfortunately now, there are issues within the camp where discipline and these things are concerned, but I do believe those things can be ironed out. Now, the problem that I'm having is the coach of Mona, that's Craig Butler, he made a statement about putting out the U15 team and the other teams were merciless against them and putting them to the sword and doing a rally cry about coming back for revenge and all of these things. And the truth is, the teams that they played against weren't merciless against them. I think, personally for me, I believe that the coach in Craig Butler, he was the one who was merciless on these youngsters, putting them in a competition to play against teams that are close to the final product. They are very close to the final product of the schoolboy football season, and you know that these guys, these youngsters, aren't ready as yet. What do you think is going to happen when you have U16 teams, U16 and U14 players going up against a Manning Cup team in almost completing pre-season, going into the Manning Cup season full force, and you have a Dakasa Cup team who came second, going into the Dakasa Cup team full force? When you put up a U team like that against these quality teams, that will happen. They will not ease up because these teams are working on fitness. These teams are working on experience. They're working on match fitness. They're working on many different things, and they will not be merciful. And that's just how football is. That's just how football is. Defenders for us said they're getting experience. Yes, they are getting experience, but the problem is that getting beat like that is not necessarily the experience that you want them to get. How are they going to learn when the game is so flustered, the game is so clustered, everything is happening so fast? They don't get the opportunity to fix things. And secondly, the coach is not there to pinpoint to them, you are doing this wrong, you are doing that wrong, fix this, go into that position, sort this out. So how are they learning? What experience are they gathering when there's nothing to learn from it? So I understand that you're defending it, defenders forever, because they said you name defenders forever, so you will defend it. Guys, please smash the like button, people, please. 15 likes, John Star. Anyways, so not all experience are experience to learn from. Some experience you don't need them. You don't need them. So I do believe that that what he said about being merciless against his what Craig Butler said about being merciless against his U16 team and U14 players, I think that he was the one who made the bad decision in putting players who aren't necessarily ready as yet to participate in a competition like that. Then now he's not there to guide them through these matches. They didn't Stefan, they didn't have any coach. There was no coach. There was no coach on the bench. Just the players basically on autopilot. So there was no coach there, none whatsoever. Just the players on autopilot. So I think I saw someone there, but I don't think it's a coach. Maybe like a pass player. But they didn't have any coach here. So who selected exactly? All these things happen within the player, between the players. They're the one who did it. All of those things happen between the players. So they did not have a coach to stand out, and maybe they messaged him overseas and he said these are the players who should play. But it didn't went well. I was there. I was at the games. I was there. I was at the games. And in my perspective, it didn't look good. It never necessarily looked good. And when you look at the Georges Cup, it's one of those cups that Michael Montgomery said, Butler said Whisper was the coach. Come on, Michael, that made no sense. That made no sense. Whisper arrived. I think Whisper arrived. Whisper was there, but Whisper wasn't doing any coaching. Whisper was sitting and watching the game. He wasn't doing any coaching. So that don't make any sense, Michael. That don't make no sense. And Whisper is not a coach. He's not a coach. He's a player. He's a young player as well. Still learning the game. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. King Devran said Whisper was the coach. People when you can't people, listen to what I'm saying. People, listen to what I am saying. I was there. Me turn up there. Me never there on the order. I have the camera stand right between the bench, both benches. Whisper was not coaching the team. Whisper was not coaching the team. He was not coaching the team. And I believe he actually, I think he left even, I think, did he left before the game finished? Which game was he going to first game? No, he never left before the game finished. Well, he was not coaching the team. Stephen Wright, well, that's actually false. That's false. He was there, but he was not coaching the team. He sat there. He actually, majority of the game, he eat on food. He not eat on back food. He spent 90% of the game with the head down in food. I eat the food. So, that don't make no sense. Defender said you didn't see him coach, but Butler said, okay, so I'm here to tell you that that's actually false. He did not coach a team. And I'm telling you that is false. He did not coach a team. Not once. Not once. And I'm telling you, this is 100% fact. If you don't want to take what I'm saying, you can ask the players themselves. You can ask the opposing team. Never Bell was there. Other coaches were there as well, standing and watching the game. So, what I'm saying is not false. I'm 100% sure about that. Whisper not even once got up and said anything to any one of the players. He was just eating his food and watching the game. But Ian Berger said, "What's your honest opinion on the Mona team this season?" All right, so let me get straight to what I'm here now. Yes, Kyle Butler is still the coach for Mona. He's still the coach for Mona. So this is what happened, right? The team is young. That team that they have is young. Now, the statement, let's get to the statement where they're in preseason in Europe. Let's get to that statement. Now, majority of the players in preseason with Craig Butler, not say majority, but I think maybe about quarter of the squad that is in Europe with Craig Butler aren't Mona players. They aren't Mona players. They are Mona players. And I think there's about 9 to 12 players, that is in Europe right now, training, are doing the rounds. That's it. Now, how much of these players do you think will be coming back to play Manning Cup? How much of these players do you believe will be coming back to play Manning Cup? I do believe that these players will get an opportunity to go overseas. I think some of them will grab that opportunity. Let me tell you some of the players who are there on that preseason. Jaden said, I think you are wrong. They have 2 squad abroad. Alright, Jaden. Alright, so here's what's going to happen. We will see when the squad return. We will see when the squad return how that one end up. So on that camp, you have players like Marcus Reed, Kevin Saka Wilson, is it Kevon Wilson? That's Saka. You have, I said Marcus Reed, Kevon Saka Wilson, Bob. So there's quite a few players. There's quite a few players in that camp that he has right now who aren't Mona players. Quite a few of them. And they are not Mona players. They played against Cercle Bruges. And Cercle Bruges gave them like about 4. Cercle Bruges B team gave them 4. I think the Cercle Bruges U21 team or U23 team. They played against Ajax. What did Ajax? I don't remember the Ajax result. But what I'm saying is this, people. When they return, you will see. No, the question is, because the statement is that they're overseas in preseason, train at a higher level, practicing playing games at a higher level. The question is, are Mona now the favorites? Are Mona now the favorites to win the Manning Cup? And why do I ask that question? Why do I ask that particular question? If as I think Jaden said, who said it? Jaden said they have two squad. That's what Jaden said. They have two squad. And that's not what I was told, Jaden. It's not two squad. It's not two squad. That's not what I was told. When you have these players now playing in Europe, getting higher pedigree of training, playing higher pedigree of games, when they come back to schoolboy football, shouldn't be a case in which now they are at a higher level. If it's this two squad that is coming back. Little J Music said 2 squad for real, 1 in Belgium and 1 in England. Little J Music, I want you to think carefully. I want you to think very, very carefully. I want you to think very, very carefully. How much players you think? How much players you think are in Mona? Are part of Mona? So basically you're saying that it's a 30-man squad. No, overseas are trained. That's what you're saying. Ian Berger said, saw a glimpse of them playing against Central and don't see any quality. Little J Music said 12. It's not a, listen, it's not a lot of people, overseas people. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. But at the end of the day, some of those players aren't Mona players, and some of those players can't even play back schoolboy football. And that's the reality. Now, say 10 of those players. Let's use it now. Let's say they have 10 players who are from the Mona team who are overseas right at this present moment in that training camp preparing. In that Mona camp, that is preparing. The problem is this now. This is the problem. What about the rest of the squad? Because you need squad depth. You certainly need squad depth. Romardi said 45 players in Europe, not all are from Mona. Exactly. So 45 players, I don't know. I don't know the amount. I don't know the number. I will not throw around any number that I am not sure of. I will not throw around any number. Gavin 6 said they fired Mr. Taylor, that's the assistant coach from last year. Now they have some small kids running around the school program. You are 100% right. Mr. Taylor is now working with JC. He's now working at Jamaica College. He's now working at Jamaica College. So that is the dilemma that the Mona camp is in right now. Now, as who said it? Let me see who said it. As Romario D said, 45 players are in Europe. I'm interested to see that. 45, that's a lot of players. I'm very much interested to see that. Jovan Reed said, do Mona even care about winning Manning Cup or just trying to develop players? Mona is a school. They do want to win Manning Cup. Mona is a school. The school Mona want to win Manning Cup. Little J Music says, so Ferguson don't know. Ferguson is still at JC. Remember people, Jamaica College have a big coaching staff. They have a huge coaching staff. King Devran said, Mr. Butler said it is 45 players. Remember, Mr. Butler also said Whisper was the coach for the Mona team a few days ago. And I can categorically tell you that that's a false statement. I, for one, is 100% sure that him saying that Whisper was the coach for, and I don't think that is something that he actually wants to say as well. I don't think that's something that he wants to say. That Whisper was the coach for the Mona team versus Central, and that I can categorically say is a false statement. 100% false, and I can defend that. Mr. Butler wants to come on to the program and say, allow me and tell If anyone of the players them want to come on to the program and say lie me tell, I have video evidence. I have video evidence of it. So I don't see how you are going to, how anyone can beat. You can't beat video evidence. That's the hardest evidence to beat. Romario did said, so who was the coach? MG, there was no coach. There was no coach. When the game started, Whisper was not there. When the game started, Whisper was not there when the game started. Whisper arrived maybe about 20 minutes into the game. And when he arrived, he was eating his meal until up till half time. And then he was just watching the game like everyone else. Defender said Whisper was to coach the team, but he didn't. That's simple. Javon Reed said, I hope half the players get signed by a European team from Belgium, Netherlands, Austria, and Switzerland. They develop youth. Ian Bird said, MG, is it Phoenix Academy or Mona High that's on European Tour? The European Tour is Phoenix Academy, not Mona High. Now, some of the Mona High players are Phoenix players. So that's where the incorporation lies. So who was the coach? There was no coach. Grimson watches the game like everyone else though. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Romario. I'm not sure what that's about. I'm not sure what that's about. So, people, this is the information that I wanted to pass. I never really planned to say long. I just wanted to discuss the Mona team. I, for one, I'm worried. I'm a bit concerned where preparation is right now at this present moment. Because I do believe, I strongly believe that some of the same players that we saw against Georges and Central will be some of the same players who have to be integrated into the Mona Manning Cup team. And unfortunately, some of these players are not training with the first team. And what is that going to do for the Manning Cup campaign? Now, many people are going to tell me, say, boy, MG, they're not busy about Manning Cup. Lies. They do. They really, really do. Don't tell me that. The players, they care about it, people. They care about it. And it's a false statement. It is a false statement when people turn around and say, the players don't care about Manning Cup. If the coach don't care about Manning Cup, fine, no problem. But I 100% know for a fact that the players, they do care about Manning Cup. They want to progress in Manning Cup. They want to win the Manning Cup because every football player at the youth level in Jamaica playing schoolboy football, that is their aim, to win the highest trophy that they can win in the schoolboy football competition. Romario said, basically saying that a coach does his work before a match and does not necessarily to do much work in the 90 minutes. Romario, him arrive at the facility 20 minutes into the game. He arrived at the facility. The team did a long time. The team was there a long time. England God, big up. So people, not gonna say long, not gonna say long. Hopefully guys hit the like button. 80 odd likes, 80 odd people watching, only 30 odd like. Never did get no sound, so fix up that. Nandez, big up Nandez. Nandez, me I try to work out something to see if I can come by the JC game tomorrow. I don't know if I go stream. I don't know if I get to stream the game live. I doubt me I get to stream the game live because I don't have my vehicle. I don't have my vehicle and I now can get to carry my equipment. So that is against me. Those stuff are against me. So unfortunately, no, I don't think it's gonna happen. Javon Reed said, I know this is off topic, but what are your thoughts on the second division? Why don't Kasafa join? That's way off topic, man. Javon, that way off topic. That's way off topic, Gio. Alright, so here we go, Gio. When I do tier 2, certainly I can say I can do something for that. But that way off topic, man. Stephen said, MG, most school youth care about Manning Cup and boss. Most, Stefan, all of them, every single one of them. Alright, here we go. I can't say all of them because I don't know all the school youth them. But everyone of me know, interact with, come close to, come talk to them, them reach out to me. And that's maybe hundreds. That's possible hundreds of them. They want to win the Manning Cup or the Dakar Cup. They want to do that. Defenders forever. What about CC lost? Alright, so CC lost 6-1 to Tivoli Garden. Oh my word. I think they're gonna do one show on that differently. I'm gonna get some more information on the game. I wasn't there, so that is very very interesting. I think a lot of persons want to know about that as well. I think enough people want to know about that. Laxley Anderson said Whisper did it long before the game started. Well, I never saw him, and I was there. Jevon Reed said, I know when I was at Glenmore, everyone cared about D-Cup. Everybody. Especially the Old Boy Association. They care about it. But at the end of the day, Laxley, he was not coaching the squad. He was not coaching the squad. It's not just having someone come and sit. You can imagine me saying me a coach one team and me not pick the team. Me don't know the players them. Me don't know the system when they play. Me don't know the position when they play. Me don't know this. Me don't know that. That me not put. Little James Christopher says, "How is CC doing?" CC are actually doing really good right now. They're doing really really good. CC is actually in a good position. So not worried about CC. Little James says, "Saguna, any of the team that JC play what year is them first team?" No, JC not play. Then use 1 and 2 first team players like Tawian Lynch, Bubbler, Tika, Wilberforce. 1 and 2 players who will be a part of the first team. Cause me don't know not one man from the JC team. Me I wonder how I take place. I say go. Romario, so what is important thing winning Manning Cup or a career in football? No, you have to understand this, Romario. If you are playing Manning Cup, I want you to think about this. If you are playing Manning Cup, Romario, if you ever played Manning Cup or Dakasa Cup before, yes, you are thinking about your career in the long term, but you are participating in a tournament, and the mere fact that you are in that tournament, you want to win it. You don't enter just to participate, you enter to win. If you are thinking about a career, then you want to enter. It makes no sense enter then. You don't even bother think about going and play because they're gonna say, alright, the level is so low, I won't participate. Esco said Bidford side improved from last year in the MG, and funny enough, Esco, right now the players in my Bridgeport probably can't hear my voice. So close me live to Bridgeport eye. Me live very very close to Bridgeport. The players over Bridgeport or camp over there supposed to can hear my voice. So close me live. Different said compare side I got hot this year. Yeah. Will there be squad announcement before the tournament? Would there be squad announcement before the tournament? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Ignore God, me can't touch on that, man. That's a different talking topics, man. Big up Mr. United, my respect, my sincere respect. Little Jamie said, brother, every man playing Manning Cup to win. Why you think man them ball when them lose? Exactly. Only when you play for big bug team, you not play for win. Esco said we not here. Oh, you over there. Alright, so Esco, since they are Bridgeport, let me tell you which one me live. Me live a Bayside. Bayside believe Esco. So if you go to Bridgeport, you're more than likely gonna know Bayside. Close to back road. Big up shop, big up. Big up. So that's where I live. And Esco, you go on. Me come cross, just link me. Me come cross over there one end there. Me not sure which day, but me come cross over Bridgeport and come give the man them a link, you know? Definitely. Me come cross on that time, man. Show me no note there yet. Show me no note there. So, alright, you go on now, people. Me not gonna say long past half an hour. Giovanni said, I feel the academy is just using the schools for playing time. But let me tell you something, Giovanni. You have to understand this, right? If you are a coach, and yes, you are. Oh, which one to chain? Let me know which one to chain. If you are a coach and you are going to a competition, are you going to the competition to participate? Are you going to the competition to win it? I want to know. Are you going to the competition to participate? Are you going there to win it? Shavan said, I'm still surprised by Mona on Sunday. Other than the result of the game they played, it didn't look respectable. Hey, Shav, Shav, the more people in the comment section that cuss me, I say, well, they not cuss me still. Them say, Butler say, I whispered that coach team. And me, I feel tell them, say, 90% of the game, Butler whisper have him eating and name some food. Whisper they hungry and him a class some food. 90% of the game. And that's how we know. But them must say, Butler said, he was coaching the squad. So that was new to me. Very, very much new. Big up Owen. Big up. My respect. The thing is not sharp. Them can go watch back the game and see for themselves. They can go watch back the game and see. That's how I say video evidence is there. Literally, sharp. The whole thing left food was sit down on the bench. That's all. That's the whole thing left food was sit down on the bench. But I'm concerned. Let me just close up on the point. I am a bit concerned with the Mona team. I'm a bit concerned where the preparations are. A lot of persons might say, "Hey, don't worry." A lot of persons are saying, "Don't worry about it. They're in Europe preparing." It's going to be interesting. The mere fact that they are in Europe does not say now that they should be the favorites, because their preparation would be far superior to what any other teams are doing in Jamaica. Are they, or should we be looking at them as possible champions already because of the preparation that they're doing? That's the question. That's a big question. Should they be favorites? That's the big question. Defenders forever said Edwin Allen team look good, look strong. Yes, they do. So people, what do you think about that in the comment section? On the replay, I want to look at it. SCGC, big. Yeah, SCGC look good. And funny enough, SCGC won the cup, and they didn't even necessarily use them first seed for the second game. But I say go still. Alright, people. I have to run now. So I close off. Anyways, people, look out for tomorrow. The Charlie Smith feature. The Charlie Smith feature will be dropping tomorrow. So look out for that one. I want to keep the features going. Tomorrow I'm supposed to go Wilma's tomorrow. So keep on look out for the features and people. So big up on yourself. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Shove the heat in. Big up people. Smash the like button. And I'll see you guys tomorrow again. You don't know what to do another show. I'll keep the shows them going, people. Keep you guys updated. Make you know what I want. Charlie Smith played Wolmer's today in a pre-season game. When I left, it was 2-0 to Charlie Smith. Like how Charlie Smith look. Really like how Charlie Smith look. Expecting good things from them this season. Well, Wolmer's wasn't necessarily using them first team. But I say go, apartheid. The second half, when Wolmer's bring on their first team, the game looked more even and balanced. Quite aggressive, intense game. But it was a good game overall. Nevertheless, I say go. Anyways, people, big up on yourself. See you guys tomorrow. Look out for the future. And I'll see you guys again. Anyways, MG Sports TV, people. We are out. Boom. Big up on yourself, people.